Hello, everybody. If you're new here, welcome. If you're new here, welcome back. My code name is Nightingale, but you can call me Bird for short. And today, we're going to be hopefully be completing two different building projects that I thought up and wanted to do. But before we get into that, I want to show you what I managed to do in between episodes. As you know, hopefully, um, last episode I managed to build my house, and I am very proud of it. Except I left upstairs blank because it's just the attic, and I was going to use it for storage. Um, so in between episodes, I did in fact turn it into storage. I've got everything I need in here. I've just been slowly um, filling up the blocks and stuff. Although, however, I don't know what to do with this little area right here. I put a lantern right here just to keep it lit, but I don't know what else to do. Also, I 100% hear a spider. I hope that's not in here. But I've got this all sorted out, and then outside, make sure there's no mobs because it did in fact. See, yeah. Oh, there's the spider. Okay. I did in fact guess a infinite water source over here. Nothing crazy. It will be moved and it will be made look good at some time in the future. That's not a full episode thing. So, and one more thing that I did between episodes. I completely flattened-ish this land and pushed it back, which took a lot more time and a lot more shovels than I had thought. But I did get it done because this is where we're going to be building today. However, I don't have any blocks, so I cannot jump build to show you what I mean. But these dirt blocks here are outlining what I want to do. And today, I want to build ourselves a wheat farm. Because I would like some wheat so I'd be able to feed animals, so I can get some animals, and also so I can feed myself. So this is going to be the general layout of it. There's going to be a path, I think, like going through horizontally, because originally it was going to be vertically, but this is a very long plan, and I'm not even sure I'm going to get to it. So, like, no, not get to it, but like be able to build that much. But I keep collecting things. It's starting to turn on me. I did in between episodes go out and get a good amount of materials for what we're building today. Two things we're building actually. For the farm, I grabbed a bunch of vines so I can make some mossy cobblestone so it can help just it can help border the farm. And then I got a bunch of seeds, mainly from doing all that digging. This is not enough. I already know that this is not enough seeds to plant the whole thing, but it's fine. We'll work around it. And a couple bushes, because why not? I'll probably use those. And then I got a bunch of leaves, but most of these will probably be used on our second project for today. Yeah, and I got my cobblestone. So why did it suddenly go orange in here? So I'm gonna grab some things and then I'll come right back to y'all as I get started. Okay, so I got all my things here that I need, and I did also bring over a water source to this side so I don't have to keep running back and forth. I think the plan is probably just to start tilling all of this land. So I probably would want to add some water sources beforehand so nothing continues to die on me. But yeah, I think that's the way to go. get some water sources in here. I think I want to put like trapdoors or slabs on each one of them so I don't fall nearly as much into these. I can't decide which one though. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start tilling all this grass. Well, actually, I probably need one right here. Something tells me this is gonna take a lot more than just 2 hoes, but it's fine. This is what I managed to do with 2 hoes. And I go over there. I'm gonna need a lot more hoes. What I'm actually gonna start doing is that I already know that this is not enough seeds to complete the whole field. So I'm gonna start growing them now. And that way I can have more wheat going in, therefore some more seeds. And this is kind of funny because this is a style farm that I really like. How it's just like a rough shape, it's not straight lines and stuff. This is gonna drive someone I know absolutely nuts. I already know it. Because this somebody really likes having his style farms are always straight lines in the water. Dang it. Straight lines in the water, one line of crops organized. Sometimes I even mix crops. He definitely likes a more organized farm. This is gonna drive him nuts. You know who you are. Yeah, that's... Yep, that's all my seeds. And the farm ends over there. Okay, I went ahead and made a path through so I don't accidentally forget the path and plant all of my seeds and then get upset with myself because I forgot a path. But I promise you it will not stay path blocks. I'll probably add a good bit, just a little bit of texturing since the wheat's going to be a lot of sub-block texture anyway. But make it known, I did make a path. So it's fine. Alright, that's all of our land tilled. I'm gonna do a little bit right now. I went ahead and got rid of all the dirt surrounding it. I'm gonna need to make this wider, so I'm actually gonna jump on these. Dang it, I'm a little dumb. Just a little bit. There's just one brain cell in there that won't cooperate. Okay. And now the plan is, oh, this is actually looking very nice. As you can probably tell, I'm going to make a border around here. Not like a full-on fence, but I got myself some mossy cobblestone and some regular. I still need that. Some regular cobblestone that I probably won't use, and leaves, because everything's better when you cover with leaves. I'm just gonna make a border around. Unfortunately, I do not think that I will have the time to get all of this planted and fully grown so you can see it in this episode. It depends how long we take on this next project, but this was all my seeds and it's not growing super fast. So by next episode, I'll probably be able to work on this a little bit and get it fully in. Oh, Wandering Trader. It's not like I can trade you anything, but what do you want? Nothing of interest. Sorry, buddy. And I'm not going to kill you. because you don't need slime balls to make leads anymore. And your leads will probably pop off anyway because your llamas will eventually run away. Yeah. I've seen it done to every single village, every single wandering trader. It does not matter how long you hold on. It's just gonna pop off. It's gonna happen. Do a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. Oh, maybe we can make a little cute archway. Kind of like a lattice archway, but not actual lattice because you don't have that in the game. That'd be cute, right? And yes, I know this is not going to keep everything out. This is purely for aesthetic reasons. Once again, it's going to drive that one person crazy, but you know what? It's fine. Alright, border done. For the most part. I'm going to grab a few lanterns real quick so that I can put some lanterns on the area, and then I'll start covering it with leaves. Okay, this is adorable, and I'm absolutely loving it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is our farm. I'll probably be able to try to grow it all, like, in between episodes, because that's kind of boring work. Well, it's not boring to me. I do quite like it, but, it's not exactly something I want to do on camera. And I'm going to make it very clear, guys. When I say I'm doing something off camera, I'm doing something that has very little chance of me dying, okay? Because it would suck if I'm doing something off camera and then I die. I just don't want that happening. I'm actually too scared for that to happen, so I never do anything dangerous off camera. So that's our farm. I'll probably break some of those grown in ones and then just replant the seeds. And then I'll come back to y'all when it's time for the next project. So I've cleared out this area of stuff and I moved it over here. I should probably put the stone cutter back because I will not need it for this project. That's, of course, it starts getting wood, and that'd be great. As you may be able to tell with a lack of diversity in these blocks, I am going to build right here a custom tree. Which is very interesting. I decided to put it here. I thought I was going to put it more closer to the house, but I had to put this path kind of high up, so I think I want to take this path and like curve it around, kind of. And a custom tree would be very cute to have right here. I might need to go get some more iron because I want to hang some lanterns and stuff from it. But it's fine. Actually, yesterday, I did not know how to build a custom tree. So what I had done yesterday is I went into creative mode and practiced for a couple hours to try and figure out how to build a very nice custom tree. And I actually do want to show y'all what I've done. So let's hop over there. Hello. Welcome to my creative world. Creative flat world, that is. This is the first project I've designed in this, but I feel like we're going to be visiting here often. So say hi to creative mode, bird. Anyway, I was in this world for a couple hours. And I want to point out, this was the first tree I made. Or it was that one of those. But you can kind of see it does technically look like a tree. But I just want, it's not the tree that I wanted, you know? I want it to be a little more bushy, not just like a slab of greenery and stuff. And then I started trying to make smaller trees. But those also weren't going the way I wanted. Like that one just looks like a natural generated tree. That's not what I wanted. So a quick trip to the YouTubes later. This is the next tree that I did. And oh my gosh, did that quite improve. Like those aren't bad, but that's just not what I want. Yeah, this is looking a lot better and then I did these ones, and then that one, and then I started doing this one, and then got to like most of the leaves done, and then noticed that this is looking like a very cute budding tree. I even put this here to remind myself that it's a budding tree, not an unfinished tree, and it actually looks so cute. Like, I do really love this one. However, this is not the one we're going to be putting right next to my house. This one's probably going to be the one closest to it. But, yeah, so I've gotten pretty good at what I want to build in creative mode. And the YouTube video that did help me quite a lot was Gemini Tay's how to build custom trees video. I think she posted it maybe like 5 years ago. I don't know, but it was a very much an older video. But it doesn't matter how old it is; it still certainly helped. So, because I did figure out what I was doing wrong with that, because my original plan was to just lay on all the leaves and then go in and then break them, but that was not working very well. So you just need like tons of air pockets and stuff. So let's hop back to my hardcore world. But I just wanted to show y'all that my building process, and also don't stop building if your trees or buildings look like this, because you will eventually get to this. So yeah, let's hop back to hardcore bird. Thank you very much, creative bird. Now we're back in hardcore. Okay, so I'm actually, like I showed you, I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of the infinite water source. Like I showed you, the trees are looking pretty good, pretty bushy. But doing that in creative mode, where I can fly around and have infinite blocks, versus doing it in survival mode, where I can't fly around, don't have infinite blocks, and I could die, especially in hardcore, it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult. So as I'm building up, I'm going to lay down some water so I don't fall to my death multiple times, because even in creative mode, I did fall a couple times because I was trying to simulate being in survival mode. I don't like that. Okay, let me build up this trunk. I think the trunk will go right here. Really? Now, I'm going to make this very clear. This is not a tutorial. This is me figuring out on the job how to build things. Technically, it's not like on the job, because I did do it for a couple hours yesterday. But this is not a tutorial. Okay? We'll make that very, very clear. That bucket clutch, because I'm a pro Minecrafter. And I'm going to start just branching off. Right now, just kind of focusing on height. And I'm going to take my shield off for this, because I can't see a thing. Cut that off. Cut that off. Yeah. Okay, that does look a little weird. But it's fine. We gotta trust the process, guys. I'm also trying to look at this from all angles, so I'm able to see if there's an angle that doesn't look good. I mean, that one doesn't look good purely because there's dirt there. Or if there's just something that doesn't look like it belongs very well. See, I told you you would lose your llamas, and I didn't even touch them. So I think we got this down. Of course, it's looking a little empty. Oh, I might fix that. But we are going to be adding leaves now. which is definitely going to be interesting because I'm going to be doing so much jumping around. It's gonna be great. I didn't need nearly as much wood as I thought I would. No pun intended. I'm also going to make another pair of shears because I'm going to be placing leaves specifically to break them so I can make some bigger. No! God. Ooh. Oh. See, this is why I added the water. This is exactly why. Because that took half my health. Okay, this is what I've got so far. I'm trying to look at it at all angles, trying to see what needs some work, what doesn't. Like, this side's looking pretty good. I might bring some more of the bushiness down. But this side's looking a little rough, so let me add a little something to that. Okay, now, so this is what I got now. It's actually looking really, really good. I actually really like this. It looks so nice. Okay, now I need to make some lanterns and a few chains because even though you can't put lanterns on leaves, you can put chains on leaves. So I'm gonna make a few of those. I think we are finished. It's actually I actually love this thing. It seems like it's leaning more to this direction here, but honestly, I think I'm just gonna leave it because this is my first tree in survival mode. I gotta be a little forgiving to myself. So, yeah. So let me clean up real quick. And that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for watching. Today's episode, we managed to get both a tree and some food going. I'll probably get, since all that weed's grown in, I'll probably just go off camera and harvest it and do a little bit of replanting work. I also think I want to make an arch overhead of these pathway entrances because that would be just adorable. So yeah, that's all that I've got for this episode today. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, maybe consider subscribing. If you were entertained, that I would really appreciate that. I am running very low on iron, so I'm thinking maybe next episode I might make a mine so I can do some mining as well, because I do not want to go into caves anymore. I am just petrified of caves. I'm not about that life. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll have a different idea that we'll do. But yeah, I'm gonna log off now. Thanks for watching, and I'll I'll be back with more hardcore videos in the future, and maybe a little bit of playing some mini games at some point. But I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.